This is Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by the U.S. Army.
And good evening and welcome to Visalia Community Stadium. It is Porterville, the Panthers in town, taking on the Golden West Trailblazers, 6-1 versus 4-3. Your pregame show is delivered to you by H&R Mobile. Call HR Mobile Services for all your human resource needs. Hi, everyone. I'm Matt Norville. Cam Worrell is alongside, filling in for Ralph Wood here tonight. Don't worry, he'll be back with you next week. It's just me for one night. Again, it should be a fun one tonight, only because you look at Porterville unbeaten, lost their first one last week, and then you take a look at Golden West. They're hot. They've won 3 in a row, and we've got some fun players to take a look at.
Yeah, both these teams still in the hunt for East Yosemite League titles, so we know it's going to be intense tonight. If we start off with Golden West on the offensive side of the ball, number 11, Ricky Elias. Kick return game, punt return game, strong safety, running back. He'll catch it out of the backfield. Kind of the all-around athlete for Golden West. Big key for Porterville to try to slow him down when Golden West has the football. On defense, number 5, Leonardo Gonzalez. Has a pick 6 on the season, leading tackler for this Golden West defense. This defense has to step up tonight against a really good Porterville offense. Leonardo Gonzalez is the most physical player on that Golden West defense. If we jump over to the Panthers, it all starts with the signal caller, Rocky Arguijo. Just like Dayton Tafoya last week for the Central Grizzlies, they run a lot of that RPO game, so the decision-making is left up to the quarterback. Rocky Arguijo has to make good decisions with the football. 6 touchdowns on the year, over 71% accuracy, so doing a good job as a signal caller for the Panthers. On defense, number 21, Samuel Alcantar, one of the best athletes on the football field tonight. Running back, middle linebacker, very physical presence on that Porterville defense. Up to him tonight to slow down that Golden West rushing attack, which is a big test. Some key players tonight for both sides of the football.
And when you lose in your Porterville, you have another game, which is always nice about football. Next week, and I kind of next man up mentality. Next week, coming into this one, I mean, what are the keys for Porterville to try to bounce back?
Yeah, that's it, right? Porterville lost the first one last week. We look at the keys to the game. Brought to you by Iron Key Real Estate. Real Estate Unlocked. Porterville, bounce with it. You have to bounce back. You lost last week. You have no time to feel sorry for yourself. Got to bounce right back and face a tough East Yosemite League opponent for Golden West. Defense wins championship. Porterville, 31 points a game in their wins. No points in the loss last week, but a big test for this Golden West defense tonight.
And one thing we talked about, a little nugget, Golden West, they do have 5 defensive touchdowns this season, 4 pick 6s, so we'll see what happens tonight. That is a lot. Stay with us. We're excited. Should be a good crowd, good atmosphere. We've got kickoff coming up. This is Friday Night Rivals. And welcome back to Visalia Community Stadium. We are getting closer to kickoff. It is the Porterville Panthers taking on the Golden West Trailblazers. And this quarter is sponsored by Les Schwab Tires, home of the best tire value promise. Go to leschwab.com. Hi, everyone. I'm Matt Norville, filling in for Ralph Wood this evening. Cam Worrell to my right. We kind of touched on some keys to the game as you take a look at the officials for tonight's game. Referee is Gordon McClaskey. Umpire is Pierre Chamobide. Headlines in Brian Long. Line judge Charles Burrell. And your back judge is Wade Van Hooser. But we talked about the bounce back. That was one of your keys. But if I keep hitting it, Porterville comes in after they lost for the first time and they were shut out. And then you've got a hot team in Golden West that won 3 straight.
Yeah, that's a lot of momentum when you're on a 3-game winning streak. You're feeling very confident about what you're asked to do every week. And, you know, it's tough. Porterville was rolling 6-0. Really scoring a lot of points, dominating football games, and then get shut out by Redwood, who's a very good football team, but that's tough. So we'll see early tonight how Porterville bounces back, the type of confidence that they play with early in the game. You can tell how ready they are as soon as this thing kicks off.
Let's check in on the sideline and Kevin Miller. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, so we got going for the gold, solid gold dancers, state gold, pony boy, and tonight it's gold out courtesy of the Trailblazers. As a matter of fact, they won the most spirited student section on Friday Night Rivals last year. So, as reigning champs, they just got one job, and that's to let you know what we're all about. After all, this is Friday Night Rivals! Let's get it on! Woo! Matt, Cam, back to you.
Thanks for that, Kevin. And yes, we are fired up. Maybe not as much as you are, but definitely we're ready to go here tonight. As you can see, Kevin Miller bringing the excitement along with the fans as well. And it's time now to take a look at the air quality report, sponsored by Dr. Budiga. We are here to help. You take a look at the AQI, 73, which is moderate. Gorgeous night for high school football here this evening. 75 degrees is the kickoff temperature. And the opening kick is about to get started, as it'll be Porterville receiving to begin things here in this opening quarter. 6-1 versus 4-3, 2-0 in the East Yosemite, 1-1 in the East Yosemite for Porterville, and we are underway. It's taken at the 3 across the 10-yard line. Tried to stretch it, and he'll be pushed out of bounds right around the 13-yard line, and that's where Porterville will begin things, Cam, and it all starts with their quarterback, Rocky Arguijo.
Yeah, tough kick to handle that time. But yeah, Rocky Arguijo, they're going to put a lot of the decision-making process in his hands. And, you know, we watched the quarterback last week in Dayton Tafoya just execute this RPO game masterfully, almost led a comeback against the Buchanan Bears, who jumped out to a 21-point lead. Rocky Arguijo, same thing on his plate. Make good decisions with the football. Try to execute what this Golden West defense gives you.
And they will spread the field. And play action, looking at RPO, and that ball was deflected and caught across the 25, across the 30, bounced to the outside, across the 40, across the 45, and knocked out of bounds just shy of midfield, as that was deflected and caught by Freddie Nunez. That'll be a 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.9% APR for 48 months on all new 2022 and 23 Subaru models.
Yeah, first snap of the game, RPO. Arguijo sees that slant route by the number 2 receiver is open. Linebacker steps up to play the zone read, throws it right in behind him, and then off to the races for a big first down pickup.
35 yards on that first play of the game. Again, they'll hand this one straight up the gut. A lot of running room into plus territory, brought down inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line in 2 plays, 2 first downs. Another 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.98% APR for 48 months on all new 22, 23 Subaru models.
Nice job by Arguijo again. Good decision with the football. Porterville, all right, bounce back, right, show up and get ready. 2 plays, 2 big pickups on first down, and this Porterville offense is rolling.
17 yards on that one. And they're in plus territory. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Again, up the middle, spinning away, breaking a tackle inside the 30-yard line before being brought down. And that is Garcia, the 5'9" senior, who has 10 touchdowns on the season. Comes in, Cam, averaging 110 yards a game.
Yeah, and this offense is rolling. You can see a big offensive front, so getting some movement against a smaller Golden West defensive front. Porterville right now look like they have a good concept of how Golden West is trying to defend them.
2nd down and 2, football at the 28-yard line after a pickup of 8. Again, the handoff up the middle, nothing fancy. Inside the 20-yard line, down to the 18. That'll be a 10-yard pickup. And another first down, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.9% APR for 48 months on all new 22, 23 Subaru models.
Yeah, just really gashing this defense right now. It's all the big hogs up front, creating space in the run game. These are big gaps to run through, and Porterville got the run game going early.
Arguijo at quarterback. You've got 2 receivers out to the right, single receiver on the left, and they'll fling it out to the flat. Caught. Tried to set up a wide receiver screen inside the 15-yard line, and it'll be brought down around the 13-yard line. That's one of the few plays that isn't a first down after 1 play, but again, another good option.
Yeah, just kind of an extension of the run game. Get a blocker out in front, quick delivery, get the ball in your receiver's hands, let him try to go to work. That's a nice pickup on first down, stay ahead of the sticks.
That's Daryl Toney with the catch. That's his 12th catch of the season for the junior. This time running to the right, cutting upfield inside the 5-yard line, knocked down around the 2-yard line. That'll set up a first down and goal, as that's Alcantar, who plays both ways. You highlighted him on defense, Cam, but he can do it on the offensive side as well.
Yeah, a lot of guys going both ways for both of these teams, and Alcantar, good job staying patient, getting the edge. Porterville sealed that Golden West defense back inside Alcantar, used his speed to get the edge. A nice pickup to set up first and goal.
We are in the red zone, sponsored by Toyota. First and 10 is sponsored by Lithia Subaru, as that was another first down and handed off to the right side. No signal yet. They're going to say just shy of the goal line. And again, running the football is Garcia, that 5'9" senior.
Yeah, physical runner that time. 2 tight ends, 3 running backs in the backfield. So Porterville just playing some smash mouth, and I would expect them to do the exact same thing on second down.
It'll be second down and goal. You see the stacked backfield again. They will hand it to Garcia, and he is gobbled up in the backfield. They got right through that offensive line. That'll be a loss on the play of about a yard. They'll bring up a third down and goal from just outside the 2.
Yeah, nice job by that Golden West front. Been getting gashed on this drive, been getting pushed around a little bit. This time, inside the 5. We're going to send guys into every one of these gaps so we have it covered. Good job by Gonzalez getting through that B gap, hitting Garcia, stopping him for a loss.
Again, that's he look in that backfield, and they will hand the ball on the left side into the end zone. Touchdown, Porterville. That will be a 3-yard touchdown run for Samuel Alcantar, and just like that, Porterville marches down the field. They lead 6-0.
A statement right there. Porterville, yeah, we got shut out last week, but it's not happening this week, both with the pass and the run. But really, that drive was led by that offensive front for Porterville, pushing this Golden West defense around. Quick 6, and only 6.
The kick is blocked for the point after. The touchdown was sponsored by Portasubs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. It's 6-0 early. Porterville leading here in the first quarter with 8:14 remaining. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, presented by Les Schwab Tires. Again, the touchdown brought to you by Portasubs, your neighborhood sandwich dealer. And it's Porterville leading 6-0 over Golden West here in this first quarter.
Yeah, a real physical statement drive by this Porterville offense. You know, you're 6-0, feeling confident against a good Redwood team last week, and you get shut out offensively. Who is that?
Is that Ralph Wood?
Look at Ralph.
That is Ralph in the background.
Playing injured tonight, coming off IR to come down into the booth. Man, this guy's a stud.
He is. When he told me he was going to be here tonight, I said, of course you are, Ralph. Of course you are.
He just has to stand the whole time. There's not enough room in this booth talking about.
And it is a 6-0 lead as we're back to live action, and it's Golden West taking the football inside the 8-yard line, across the 20, across the 25, across the 30, makes the man miss across the 40-yard line and brought down around the 44-yard line. And you talk about special teams, that's Ricky Elias. He's one of the Elias brothers, and he's a young man that you highlighted in the pregame.
Yeah, we highlighted him because of that ability, open field ability to make guys miss. He's explosive every time he touches the ball. We see him all over the football field. Really nice start for this Golden West offense tonight.
Golden West will start at their own 45. It's a hot team. They've won their last 3. They've played a good schedule. Come in 4-3, but 2-0 in league play. They'll hand the ball off to start off the right side of the line and brought down right around midfield. And getting the carry is Case Anders, the 5'10" sophomore. That's his 72nd carry this season. He comes in averaging just 35 yards a game on the ground.
Yeah, we'll see. This is going to be an interesting matchup to keep an eye on. This Porterville front, which is bigger than Golden West. Can Golden West get space in the run game? They want to play a physical brand of football. We'll see if they can move these defenders around.
Quarterback is Raymond Velasquez. They will hand the football off again to Anders. Anders gobbled up in the backfield. He'll lose a couple of yards back to the 48. That'll set up 3rd down and 7 for Golden West.
Yeah, just inside zone, and Porterville getting penetration. Not allowing the run game from Golden West to even get going. Nice response after a nice pickup on first down.
Closed captioning, by the way, for tonight's broadcast is sponsored by KFC Finger Lickin' Good. Approaching under 7 minutes to play here in the opening quarter, and it is a 3rd and 7 from the 48. Keeping it is the quarterback Velasquez up the middle, inside into plus territory, down to the 48-yard line. He'll set up a 4th and short. And Cam, it looks like they're going to send out the punting unit.
Yeah, 3rd and 7. You run quarterback draw or quarterback power. I would assume you're doing that because you're going to go for it on 4th down, but 4th and 3 looks like Golden West is at least going to line up to punt. Nice stop by Porterville. Go down, put 6 on the board, and then get off the field, get the ball back for your offense.
Porterville's got a couple of players back deep. Ball hits at the 18. It'll take a Golden West bounce inside the 10. It'll be down at around the 5-yard line. And let's see what's going on down there, Kevin.
Hey, Matt, Friday Night Rivals would not be the same without the Chris Stubner Show. Of course, starring and hosted by Chris Stubner. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Kevin.
As always.
Yes.
As always. Hey, he's number 8 in your program, but number 1 in your heart. Take a look. Let it show him a little bit. Bacon 8. Look, take a look. Number 8. Bacon 8er, right? Is that why?
8 strips of bacon, baby, on that bacon.
Strips?
That's it.
Come on, you got to get over to Wendy's. And speaking of how rude of me, and I'm terrible with names, could you introduce yourself?
I'm Wendy.
Oh, that's right. Oh, my goodness, I'm so embarrassed. But we'll come back to you in just a second. Chris, you always feed the crew at Friday Night Rivals, just like you're feeding the Central Valley. The pretzel burger was on point tonight. Thank you very much. Share with us a little bit about the features of the pretzel burger.
Yeah, we've right now, in limited time,
Okay.
you better get it while it's here, the pretzel burger and the pretzel chicken.
Okay.
You can get it in either or you can get the pretzel bun on any of your favorite sandwiches. Fish, Baconator, whatever you want it on, we've got
Hey,
it.
you got options. Hear that, Cam? He's running options over here too, okay? And then Frosties are a staple of Wendy's. You had the strawberry Frosty, but tell us something that we need to know.
Yeah, it's going away
Limited.
very, very soon.
Okay. So you got to get it while you can.
Get it while you can.
But tell them the good news.
Yet don't worry, just in time for the holidays, the peppermint Frosty.
Stop it. Peppermint?
Peppermint in time for the holidays.
Perfect.
Will be right here.
Perfect. And then, okay, all right, so I got to be honest with everybody. I got $1 to my name. Tell me what I can do with this $1 right here, right now.
You can help a lot of kids.
Beautiful.
The Dave Thomas Foundation, right now, in our Wendy's, you can get for $1 a Boo Book. There's 5 Frosty coupons inside here. So for that $1, we're giving you 5 Frosty coupons.
5 yards penalty,
And
remains 3rd down.
100% this $1 is going to the Dave Thomas Foundation for adoption.
Love it. Absolutely. And then you're always hiring, correct?
Always hiring. We need good people. You know, we serve America's famous breakfast. Remember we tried French toast sticks,
Oh my
right?
God, beautiful.
We need people for morning, midday, evenings, part-time, full-time, managers. We need them all.
All right, Peppermint Frosties, Boo Books. You can be hired by Wendy's. Check it out. And Wendy is here all game long. We love our Wendy's. Chris, Wendy, we appreciate you. Matt, Cam, back to you.
Thanks, Kevin. And it's a 1st down pickup, all really set up, Cam, by the offsides call against Golden West. And they just swung it out to Cooper Fish, who went past the sticks and caught it, got it to the 18-yard line, picked up 9 on the play.
Yeah, 3rd and 12. Just hold your water. No reason to jump. Good job by Porterville with the hard count, and then nice toss to pick up a 1st down.
Again, they'll hand the football up the middle and breaking a tackle and finally brought down around the 35-yard line. Look at the hole for Garcia. We mentioned how hard of a runner he is, but I mean, that's back-to-back 1st downs sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.9% APR for 48 months and all new 22-23 Subaru models.
Yeah, he hits it hard. He is a physical runner of the football, but this Porterville offensive front right now just pushing this Golden West defense around. Huge holes to run through. Another 1st down.
17 yards on that pickup. They'll give it back to Garcia. Wants to get to the edge. And he'll be brought down around the 37-yard line. Just a pickup of 2 on the play. Good pursuit that time.
Yeah, two runs to the perimeter for Porterville. One on the jet sweep that got tackled for a loss, and this outside zone picking up a couple. They've really had a lot of success just with the inside zone to Garcia. I mean, I would expect them just to try to continue to run that inside zone game until Golden West has an answer for it.
Yeah, trips formations on the right. Pistol look. They will fake the give and swing it out in the flat. Breaking a tackle, made a man miss again, and then getting across the 40-yard line before he's wrapped up at the 41-yard line. That's just a pickup of 3 to bring up the 3rd and 5.
Yeah, 3rd and 5. Good job by Golden West rallying to the football that time.
Right after the game, be sure to stay tuned for the season premiere of Penn & Teller, Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW59. So it'll be a 3rd and medium. Football sitting at the 41-yard line. Rollins to his left. Back to pass. Has a man complete for a 1st down into Golden West territory. Steps on the sideline, but not until he gets to the 46-yard line. That's Cooper Fish. It's a couple of catches on this drive.
Yeah, and Golden West sitting in that 3-deep zone. So you have 3 deep secondary players. That cornerback is playing off coverage, so there's a lot of space on the sideline. Nice job by Arguijo. Rolling to his left, setting his feet, delivering an accurate football to Fish on the sideline. Fish, nice job at breaking a tackle, picking up some extra yards after the catch.
Another 1st and 10 sponsored by Lithia Subaru. And you're going to get a penalty flag. First drive of the game was a 9-play drive for 88 yards. This one, they're already on play number 8.
Ball start. Offense. 5 yards penalty. Remains 1st down.
It's going to put the football at the 49-yard line back in their own territory. It'll be a 1st and 15. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Started back on their own 5. They went 88 yards in 9 plays on the opening drive, capped off by Alcantar's 6th rushing touchdown of the season from 3 yards out. Get a good look at the quarterback, 5'8", 170-pound junior, Arguijo. He's got 6 touchdowns through the air and 3 rushing touchdowns this season. High snap. Does get it off to Garcia, who's brought down after he gets to midfield. Just a pickup of 1 on the play, but that was all thrown off by the timing of the snap.
Yeah, nice job by Arguijo just handling that snap up above his head. Golden West on 1st down, sending a run pressure, so they've had enough of Porterville pushing them around that line of scrimmage. Looks like they're going to commit some extra bodies around the line of scrimmage on 1st down that time. Good job getting penetration and dropping Porterville about the line of scrimmage.
Under 3 to play here in the opening quarter. 6-0 lead for Porterville. It's a 2nd down and 14. And they will fling it to the right side. Completes, got some blockers. Inside the 40-yard line near another 1st down. They'll be brought down around the 37-yard line. And again, good design on that play, as that looked like it was Daryl Toney who caught that one.
Yeah, another screen, getting some blockers out. So Arguijo looking left, turning back to his right, delivering an accurate football, and then a nice job getting back underneath the blockers to set up a 3rd and short.
3rd down and 1 from the 37 in plus territory. Pistol formation. I'll hand the football off. Garcia's got the 1st down and then some. Brought down near the 25-yard line. You talked about the offensive line, Cam. They come in 6'1" on average, 255, and they're just running between the tackles.
Yeah, they're doing a good job with that inside zone. And Garcia is a good downhill runner, gets up to top speed very quickly. That has been the best play for this Porterville offense. Just hand that inside zone off, let those big bodies get in front of Garcia. Let Garcia put his foot in the ground and get vertical, and they're having a lot of success running that inside zone.
Again, a 1st and 10 sponsored by Lithia Subaru. Again, another handoff, and that'll be brought down inside the 25-yard line. And Kevin, you've got some financial information for us.
I sure do. Tonight's financial wellness tip is brought to you by Golden One Credit Union, and it's all about the power of paying yourself first. Always aim to put at least 10 to 20% of any income, birthday money, or holiday gift immediately into a savings account. Use the rest of your income to budget for any expenses like gas or lunch money, but always make sure to put yourself first. Talk to your parents about opening a savings and checking account to keep your finances separate and insured. Golden One is committed to the financial well-being of their members and the community. Matt Cam, back to you.
Another carry by Garcia, brought down inside the 25-yard line, around the 22. It'll bring up a third down and short as we're down to 55 seconds left in this first quarter, a quarter that Porterville has dominated the time possession camp.
Yeah, and really it's been with the run game, but they have mixed in a couple of screens, a couple of quick passes, couple of nice third down pickups to fish. We'll see 3rd and 8, see if Golden West sends some pressure or they sit back in that 3-deep zone.
Got trips receivers out on the left. They will throw it out there, and it's complete. Caught by Nunez. Nunez around the 15-yard line before being brought down, and it's not going to be enough for the first down. Should be just a little shy of that first down. It'll be close. It should bring up a 4th and 1. We'll wait and see for the call. Did they say a first down? And they will say a first down. So now they'll move the chains.
Chain gang tried to say it's 4th and short. the whole Golden West chain gang, but nah, refs weren't having it. Nice pickup. Good job by Nunez breaking a tackle and getting to the sticks. It looked like he was going to be stopped short.
Needed 7, got 7. 1st and 10 again, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.9% APR for 48 months and all new 22, 23 Subaru models. Again, the handoff to Garcia. This time he's gobbled up in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play, back to the 18-yard line. And that should be the final play of the first quarter. Tonight's first quarter was sponsored by Les Schwab Tires. 6-0 is our score after 1 quarter of play. And the player of the game tonight is brought to you by Donald P. Dick Air Conditioning. And this quarter again was sponsored by Les Schwab Tires, home of the best tire value promise. Go to leschwab.com. 6-0 is our score. You're watching Friday Night Rivals. And welcome back to Visalia Community Stadium. This quarter is sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. It's 6-0. Porterville Panthers with the lead. It's their second drive of the game, and they're driving deep into Golden West territory. And minimum game on that up to the 15-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long.
Yeah, last 3rd down and long. Golden West sent pressure. Porterville ran a screen, got some blockers in front of Nunez. Nunez did a good job breaking some tackles. In the red zone, high pressure area for this Golden West defense.
3rd down and 10 from the 15-yard line. This is the 14th play of the drive. Flying out, and a wide open man inside the 5-yard line. Tiptoes the sideline. That is complete. All you need is 1 foot. He got both feet down, and that's caught by Freddie Nunez, the senior, who came in to tonight's game with 39 reception, and it's a 1st and goal inside the 5.
Yeah, Arguijo, they're getting him outside the pocket once again. Blocker in front of him. Allows these routes to develop, a 3-level route, so a guy in the flat, a deep route, and then Nunez, that 2nd-level route. Perfect throw right on the sideline from Arguijo to his favorite target, Nunez, and Porterville 1st and goal once again.
1st and goal from the 3. You got Garcia to the left, Arguijo. They give it to Garcia, and that's a good open field tackle made. Got into the backfield, shot through the gap, and that tackle was Leo Gonzalez.
Yeah, nice job, Golden West, sending a run pressure. You know, there's no depth to the field, so you're not worried about anything over the top. Nice job getting penetration, tackling Garcia for a loss. Set up 2nd and 6, 2nd and goal from the 6.
2nd and goal. This will be play number 16 of the drive that began back on their own 5. They have monopolized the time here in this first half. Again, 2 receivers left, single on the right. Now they put Garcia in motion out to the flat. Arguijo bobbled the snap. He's got pressure. He'll just get away and fire the ball incomplete. Closest man. It won't be grounding because he had a receiver in the area. And that was the tight end, Marlano Rodriguez. First time we've called his name. He plays both sides of the ball for Porterville, but that's good pressure.
Yeah, and Arguijo, another nice handling of a snap that wasn't right at him. Had to jump a little bit. Good job just keeping possession of that football, and then just enough on that pass in the area of a receiver to not be grounding because he was in the pocket. Golden West sent pressure on first, sent pressure on second. We'll see what they do on third down.
Third down and goal in the red zone, brought to you by Toyota. Football at the 6-yard line. Agrijo rolling out to his left. Has a man, far side of the field, and it is caught for a touchdown. Touchdown reception for number 4, Cooper Fish. His second reception touchdown of the season. That was his third catch of the drive. And they march down the field. They go 95 yards and monopolize a lot of clock, and they lead 12-0.
Man, and once again, getting Arguijo outside of the pocket. Nice job finding Fish right on the pylon, moving to his left from this near hash to the far pylon. Great execution on that play by Arguijo once again. Very nice job getting outside the pocket, delivering a strike for 6.
And they will go for 2 after they had a blocked extra point on their first touchdown. This touchdown was sponsored by Porterville Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. 2 receivers on that right side. Arguijo goes, and it's a little behind the receiver intended for Cooper Fish, and the 2-point try is no good. It's a 12-0 lead for Porterville. They've had the ball twice, and they have marched down the field twice. 85-plus yards both times.
Yeah, no points last week. I think they're like, we're going to score every possession, right? We're not going scoreless when we have the ball. And if we watch Arguijo once again, 3 third-down conversions on that drive, all 3 times Arguijo getting outside the pocket, eyes down the field, locating his receiver, and then what a strike right to the ball. And look at Fish get 2 feet down, not just 1, 2 feet for the touchdown. Nearly picked off, but it's not. Porterville, another 6 points on the board.
Well, if you're Golden West, you trail 12-0. You've touched the football only 1 time, and you went 3 and out. And you've got Porterville with drives now of 9 plays, 88 yards, 17 plays, 95 yards. And by the way, for Rocky now, that's his 7th passing touchdown of the season, as they just squib it to about the 40-yard line, and it'll be good starting field position for Golden West. Well, during the 4th quarter, find out who our player of the game is, sponsored by Donald P. Dick Air Conditioning.
Yeah, they wanted no part of Elias taking that one back to about midfield last time. So a little squib kick. Golden West with good field position. Had a 4th and short on their first possession. Decided to punt it. Porterville goes 95 yards. We'll see if they're not more aggressive around midfield if they have another 4th down opportunity.
Yeah, trips receivers out to the right, shotgun spread formation, and they will give it to the running back, and he does not even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's Anders. Took a long time for that play to develop, and he had lost it 2 on the play.
This is why the RPO game has become so popular at every level of football, high school, college, in the pros as well. It allows you to determine what a defense is doing and puts your offense in a good position regardless of what the defense is doing. Porterville stacking the line of scrimmage, a lot of bodies around the box, single coverage out wide. We'll see if Golden West makes that adjustment in the pass game.
Play action pass. Velasquez rolls out to his right. He's got pressure from the backside. He has a man complete and knocked out of bounds. That's a good pitch and catch. Not quite a first down, but close to the sticks. And that's a good looking play there.
Yeah, getting outside the pocket, taking advantage of the numbers game. Single coverage that time, off coverage. Nice job running that route just in front of the sticks. And an accurate throw. Another 3rd and short for this Golden West defense. Porterville, good job stepping up last drive. We'll see if they can pick up a first down.
First catch of the game for Mason Schonk. That was a pickup on the play of 11. 3rd down and 1, just shy of midfield under center. And they will give it to Anders. Anders got the first down and then some off the right side inside the 45-yard line down to the 44. And that'll be the first down of the game for Golden West. And it's sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Yeah, nice job by Anders. Hitting the hole, getting vertical, and getting enough to pick up a first down, moving the chains into Porterville territory for this Golden West offense. We'll see if they continue to try to run the football because Porterville really has the number advantage in the box. We'll see if Golden West can figure something else out off of that run look to exploit that advantage out wide.
We're under first-year head coach Travis Anderson, who was the DC at Mount Whitney last year. They're averaging about 108 yards per game on the ground as a team as Golden West. and they come in scoring 18 points a game, and you're going to get a timeout by the Trailblazers. 9:09 to play here in the second quarter, 12-0 lead. Porterville leading Golden West, and you have to like what you're seeing on this drive, Cam. After they went 3 and out, Porterville, they've scored 2 touchdowns, so you got to get points here.
Yeah, and you have to try and keep that Porterville offense off of the field.
We'll take a break. This is Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by U.S. Army.
This student-athlete health tip is sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. Be a good communicator. Whether it is with your coach, your teacher, your parent, or your classmates, good communication will allow others to know your needs to be successful. Nobody can read your mind, so communicating your needs will get your point across. And you may be surprised about how much help you will get when you ask for it. Once again, this student-athlete health tip brought to you by Sang Pediatrics. Matt, Cam, back to you.
That was Luca Spiata with his first catch of the game. Brought down at the 41-yard line. It's Golden West driving. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. And this is a team that, at least so far this season, hasn't done a lot through the air. Only 79 yards per game. But as much as they like to run, you would imagine they have to get some going through the air.
Yeah, and Porterville stacking that line of scrimmage, so Golden West had to make this adjustment. Nice job trying to get the ball out to the perimeter.
Spiata again pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down and 6. Play 6 of the drive coming up that began at their own 40. As we're under 9 minutes to play in the first half. If you're just joining us, 12-0 Porterville. 2 long drives. Opening drive of the game went 88 yards, and then their second drive went 95 yards in 17 plays. Under center, they will hand the football off. Anders on the right side and brought down at the 36-yard line. That'll be a pick of a 4, 4th and 2, and you imagine you're going.
Yeah, I'll be shocked if they don't go for this right around the 36-yard line. I mean, you know Porterville can put the ball in the end zone. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Doesn't look like Golden West is going to have a lot of answers for that physical run game that Porterville brings. So 4th and 2, this is a must go for it. Must convert if you're Golden West.
And welcome to our booth cam, brought to you by Institute of Technology. I'm Matt Norville, Cam Worrell. You saw Ralph Wood. I am filling in for Ralph, but he is here. Up the middle on a 4th down. That'll be enough for the 1st down. And again, just running the football straight up the gut. And you see Ralph Wood, he has handed me things today. I like that. It's usually reverse. I'm handing you stuff. But this 1st and 10 brought to you by Lithia Subaru. See Ralph Wood in the background holding a bunch of papers.
MVP. Hardest thing in this broadcast is reading these spots. Ralph's got your back.
Ralph does, man. When he said, you know what, I'm not going to be able to call it, but I'll be here for you, I was very excited. That football got to the 33-yard line. That was a 3-yard pickup on 4th down. 1st and 10 now. Shotgun spread formation. Man in motion is Spiata. Back to pass. Over to the middle. Dangerous pass. That's picked off. A turnover. And that's the 8th interception thrown by Velasquez this season. And Porterville will have the football. And again, that's your man you highlighted in the pregame. Alcantar comes away with the pick.
Yeah, Alcantar just playing that middle of the field safety. 3 deep zone. Alcantar just chilling in the middle. Golden West tried to hit that tight end right down the hash, down that seam area. Alcantar just sitting right there. Great position. Go up, get it at its highest point, and then try to take that to the house. Alcantar playing that post safety to perfection, reading Velasquez's eyes, taking him right to the football, and then catching it. Biggest thing DBs do. Why they're DBs? They drop the football. They have the opportunity to catch it. Alcantar bringing that one home. Nice job.
1st down and 10 from the 21 for Porterville, and they've been giving the ball to Garcia as you knew they would coming into tonight. Another carry as just a pickup of a couple. Hey fans, you can watch a replay of tonight's football game. Just head over to YouTube and search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59. Tonight's game will be available early next week. Click on the FNR logo. So it'll be a 2nd down and 9, just a pickup of a yard on the play. It's a good Porterville team, again, running up the middle. This is what they do. They run the football, and they run it well. Brought down around the 30-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and short.
Yeah, I mean, a big physical offensive front. Guys that aren't just large in size, but guys who really like to play a physical brand of football. You see when they're running the football, these guys are blasting off the ball, trying to create space for these runners, and a couple of talented runners, Garcia, Alcantar, two physical runners who get their pads down and accelerate quickly. It's a very well-balanced offense that Porterville brings to the table.
Yeah, Alcantar to the right, and he will get the football again up the middle, first down and then some. Makes a man miss around the 40. They got a flag come flying in as he's finally wrapped up at the 44-yard line. But what a move he put on right at the 40, just made a man whiff.
Yeah, again, inside zone, flying off the football, Alcantar putting that foot in the ground, getting vertical, and then a little cutback action, making some guys miss, reaching for face
Personal
mask.
foul, face mask, defense, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Another 1st and 10 sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Just inside zone, Alcantar getting vertical, and then good job making a guy miss. Juked him so bad, had to grab that face mask. Alcantar still fighting for yards after getting tugged on the helmet. Porterville back in Golden West territory.
Yeah, it seems like they've lived there here so far in the first half, approaching 6 minutes to play in the first half, and they are in control with the football. Garcia, a lot of room. Again, to the 30-yard line, another first down, and the offensive line tonight is doing work.
Yeah, doing work, and Porterville doing a nice job keeping some extra guys in there. Wing back as a lead blocker that time, pulled the backside guard to create a hole for Garcia. Garcia finishing that run physically. Porterville is rolling like the 6-0 team they were going into last week. Just totally in control of the tempo of this game, have a good understanding of what Golden West is doing, and a lot of answers to move the football.
Another 1st and 10 sponsored by Lithia Subaru. And again, RPO, that is complete. Makes the man miss, puts his foot in the ground. Look out, bounces to the outside, inside the 10, cuts back upfield, and brought down around the 5-yard line. Tony showing off some moves.
Man, once again, that RPO game. Arguello pulls the ball, delivers a strike on the slant, and nice job after the catch by Tony, picking up some extra yards, getting Porterville back in a goal-to-go situation. But it all started with the quarterback making a good decision with the football, saw space on that slant to Tony, threw a strike. Porterville 1st and goal once again.
Another trip in the red zone presented by Toyota. 1st down and goal. Football's at the 4. 2 receivers out on the right, single on that left side. They'll just hand it to the running back up the middle, and he'll push forward near the goal line, stop just shy of the goal line, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. But this clock just keeps moving in this 2nd quarter, and Porterville has had the football, it seems like, the entire half.
Yeah, they're doing a really nice job. Just playing the game at the tempo they want to play the game. They pack some extra bodies around the line of scrimmage, run that physical run game. Then Arguello in the RPO game just clicking on all cylinders tonight.
Under center, Arguello, he'll pitch this one, and a good tackle in the backfield made. Fly in the gap, that's Malachi Moreno. They've done that a couple of times, but Cam, it seems like here tonight it's been on 3rd down where Porterville's had a lot of success.
Yeah, Porterville, they've done a really nice job on 3rd down. A couple of times, Arguello threw some screens to his receivers, got some blockers in front. They were able to convert. The last 3 times on the last drive, Arguello getting outside the pocket, so moving him to one side of the field. 3 options, a 3-level route, so he can determine who's open, where he needs to go with the football. We'll see if they get him outside the pocket once again on 3rd down.
Pistol formation, and he'll keep it this time. Runs up the middle. Not a good decision by Arguello. They were ready for it. It'll be a pickup on the play of a yard. 4th and goal from the 4. And MD Manuel Insurance wants to thank all of our servicemen and women for the freedom they earn for us each and every day.
4th down.
4th and goal from the 4. Did you try the field goal when you had your extra point blocked on that first drive?
Yeah, looks like they're going to go for the field goal. Good decision. Go up 15. You're up 12 right now, so missing a couple extra points. If it was 4th and 2, I think they'd probably go for it, but...
And And it's blocked again, and picking it up, and they can return it. Kingsburg has a lot of special teams return for a touchdown. With the football is Jeffrey Weldon. Weldon still making moves, and then knocked down from behind into Porterville territory to the 41. But that is what Golden West does. Weldon picks the football up, and he was off to the races and got caught.
And you called it and said, are you going to kick it when your extra point got blocked the first time? That time just a fumbled snap. Still tried to kick the kickoff, but right into some Golden West defenders. And then Weldon, nice job scooping that one, taking it back into Porterville territory. The right call. Tried to kick it. Weldon blocked it too. Got around the edge, blocked that one, and then got it right around the 40-yard line for his offense.
Well, Weldon has a fumble return for a touchdown this year and a pick six, so you can see what he does defensively. Back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. Forward progress was stopped. It'll be a 2nd and 10 from the 41. Important drive here. You will get the football to begin in the second half of your Golden West. We said it last drive, but you got to get some points. It's a 12-0 game. You're still in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of possessions though for Golden West in this first half, and you can't expect to have extra possessions in the second half with how this Porterville offense is controlling the tempo of the game. So big possession, big opportunity right here.
Raymond Velasquez flips that one out, and that's incomplete. Tried to one-hand catch that one. That was Isaac Lopez, the intended receiver, has just 10 catches on the year, and that one falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Nice approach by Porterville defensively. Golden West wants to run the football. They don't have an explosive pass game, so Porterville put extra bodies around the line of scrimmage, had the box advantage from a numbers standpoint, and they forced Golden West to do something that is not their strength. Throw the football on the perimeter. A couple of conversions tonight, but not a lot going on in the pass game for Golden West so far tonight.
Tonight's Smile Cam is sponsored by Toyota. Look at all the people out and about smiling. Got some young ones looking like my little niece out there. It looks about as old as my niece is. That one is thrown up and incomplete. Looked like a better chance to be picked off. And they were trying to get it outside, one-on-one coverage on the outside, but there's Tony who does it on the offensive side too, playing perfect DB position.
Yeah, taking a vertical shot. It's going to be tough against this Porterville secondary because they do sit in that 3-deep shell so often. That post safety Alcantar, who had the pick on the last drive, and then 2 cornerbacks playing off coverage. There is some space in the short passing game on the edge. We've seen Gold West complete a couple of those, but the vertical passing game is just going to be tough because Porterville does play with so much depth.
Ball start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
So that'll be a 4th and 15, and the financial wellness tip is sponsored by Golden One Credit Union. Get more and be more with Golden One Credit Union. All Californians can join us at goldenone.com. Kevin?
Tonight's financial wellness tip is brought to you by Golden One Credit Union. Creating and maintaining healthy financial habits can be hard, but automating them can help. Take the first step by setting up direct deposit or automatic transfer to your savings account. Next, set the transfer amount to what you know you can afford so you don't find yourself transferring it out later. Out of sight, out of mind can help your savings account grow. Golden One is committed to the financial well-being of their members and the community. Matt and Cam, back to you.
Well, what we just saw was a muff punt, and really what happened is it bounced and ricocheted off a Porterville player, and Golden West now will have the football. 1st and goal from the 10. They are now in the red zone, which is presented by Toyota, but that's a couple of mistakes here, Cam, for Porterville.
Yeah, when you're that punt returner, Alcantar, you have to let your guys know, Peter, get away from that football, because if it hits you when Golden West picks it up, it's their ball. It's exactly what happened. A huge break for Golden West at the end of this first half.
Football now to the 6-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and goal from the 6. Coming up, your Xfinity halftime show featuring the Educator Spotlight. As we are under 90 seconds remaining in this first half, you see Porterville leading 12-0. They scored on their first 2 drives. They had a blocked field goal, and now you just had a a punt that actually the football hit a player. And this is Golden West inside the 10, and they're not really moving the pile at all. Second effort as the football came out late, but the officials are going to say that he was already down. And so no gain on the play, 3rd and goal.
You have to get points if you're Golden West. Really, you have to score a touchdown if you're Golden West. This Porterville offense has rolled all night, 3 possessions, 3 times with goal-to-go situations. 2 times they put it in the end zone. The last one, the blocked field goal. But if you're Golden West, you cannot count on your defense. You have to put some points on the board. This is just a great opportunity at the end of the first half, when Porterville gets the ball coming out of half, to put some points on the board.
And again, coming up, your Xfinity halftime show featuring the Educators Spotlight as we're about a minute away from halftime. 12-0 lead here for Porterville. I'm Matt Norville filling in for Ralph Wood. Ralph Wood is in the booth with us. Cam Worrell, as you know, to my right. And you've got a good matchup. If you're just turning us on, 6-1 Porterville. Their first loss was last week to a good Redwood team who, by the way, won again last night. That's 6 in a row. They're first atop the East Yosemite League. And then you've got Golden West who comes in. They're 3-0 in league play. They've won their last 3 games. They're for Golden West. They're making 2-0 in league play. They've won their last 3. As you see an injured player down, that is Marcellus Rodriguez, a 6'1", 245-pound senior, getting looked at by the training staff.
And an active member of that defensive front for Porterville does a good job clogging space, getting penetration in the pass game. So big physical player down for Porterville right now. Hopefully he's okay and is able to return to this football game.
Well, Cam, give me some impressions for you for Porterville. First time you and I have seen them this season, you know, coming off of a loss after you had won 6 straight to start, and then you were shut out. This team looks like that they've got some weapons through the air and also on the ground with Garcia.
Yeah, and I think a team that has showed a lot of character tonight. You get shut out last week, and they answer 2 straight drives of 88 and 95 yards when they get the football. And it's a team that feels like they're one of the better teams, especially in the East Yosemite League, want to make a run, and they came out and showed that early tonight.
3rd and goal from the 5. And rolling out, traffic in the backfield, and that was almost picked off. That was deflected, and that was Marlano Rodriguez. As you look at number 5 on your screen, and he knows he had a chance, and if he gets that, that's a pick 6.
Yeah, Golden West trying to roll out, you know, the same formation, that double wing formation, single back, little play action. Trying to get on the edge in the pass game, just no space. Good job by Porterville defensively.
Again, right after the game, stay tuned for the season premiere of Penn & Teller, Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW59. So they'll try the the field goal. Angel Rodriguez will kick this one away, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. 22-yard field goal try is good, and the first 3 points of the game for Golden West. And one thing that Porterville has struggled with, at least in the first half, has been kicking an extra point or a field goal. Golden West knocks one through.
Yeah, and really a nice job by Porterville defensively. You think you're getting the ball back for your offense. Punt ricochets off one of your players. Golden West has the ball, 1st and goal. Your job as a defense, sudden change situation. All we're trying to do is keep them out of the end zone. Make them kick a field goal, but don't let them score a touchdown. Porterville, nice job stepping up in a sudden change situation and forcing Golden West to kick a field goal. Golden West on the board for the first time tonight, right before halftime. Good job taking advantage of that red zone opportunity, putting points on the board.
But just 46.6 left here in this opening half. Again, Golden West will get the football to begin in the second half. A couple of players back deep for the Porterville Panthers. Depending on this return, we'll tell you a lot about what they intend to do the rest of this quarter. And get into the near sideline and knocked out of bounds shy of the 30-yard line. And that's where Porterville will start. And they've had 3 long drives. 2 of them have resulted in touchdowns and 1 a blocked field goal.
Yeah, and I think, they do have the weapons to try and attack Golden West through the air. We've seen them have success throwing the football tonight, getting Arguijo outside the pocket, finding some guys on the sideline. Haven't seen them take a vertical shot yet. We'll see if they try to hit a couple runs before they try and get into a no-huddle situation, or if they try to attack Golden West vertically for the first time tonight.
All 3 timeouts remaining for Porterville, with 41.5 seconds left for Coach Keith Thompson, who's in his 3rd year, his group, and they just hand the football to Garcia. Why not? Gets it to the 36-yard line. We'll see if there's any sense of urgency, and there doesn't look to be any, because that's well short of the first down, as that's a pickup on the play of 7.
Yeah, it looks like they trying to bust one. If you do get around midfield, then you're going to, call timeout, get yourself in the right situation, and hit the accelerator on your offense. But Porterville, no hurry, 12-3, comfortable with the lead, comfortable with how their defense is playing against Golden West. Don't want to make a mistake before halftime to give Golden West an opportunity to put points on the board.
Interesting, they just use a timeout, though, with 18 seconds left. What do you think Coach Keith Thompson is telling his group with 18 seconds?
Yeah, 18 seconds left. They do have 2 timeouts. The clock in high school football does stop after a first down, so maybe they'll take a shot around midfield, move the chains, call timeout, set yourself up, see if you can get in field goal range, although I don't know if field goal is a good decision for this Porterville team tonight. 2 extra points and a field goal with no success, or 1 extra point in the field goal with no success tonight. But we'll see. I expect them, if they're going to call timeout, then they do have something that they're going to try to get around that midfield area so they can try and get close to a scoring opportunity before the half.
Yeah, 2 receivers out on the left. A man in motion's Rodriguez. Again, though, they hand the football off to Garcia. Garcia's got the first down across the 45 near midfield. That's going to stop the clock at 10 seconds remaining. Again, it's Garcia who's rushed. Coming in, we mentioned he averages over 100 yards per game, and he's having a very good first half.
Yeah, you can see why. I mean, they're getting pushed up front. Not sure why Porterville's using call timeout, but they must
they decide not to. I was with you. They called a timeout with 18 seconds, and then they pick up the first down, get to midfield, and they say, hey, that's enough for the first half. A good first half for the Porterville Panthers, as they will take the halftime lead. They lead 12-3 over Golden West. And this second quarter was sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. We've got a lot coming up at the half. Stay with us. That's Cam Worrell and Matt Norville. You're watching Friday Night Rivals. Sponsored by Let's Walk Tires. And welcome back. We are at the half here at Visalia Community Stadium. 12-3 lead for Porterville over Golden West. And the halftime show is sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. I'm Matt Norville, Cam Worrell alongside, and we've got our man Kevin Miller on the sideline. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, Matt, thanks a lot. The Xfinity Halftime Report, and it is time for the Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast. A breakfast so good, you got to tell somebody about it, and we got to tell somebody about our Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, senior from Golden West, Emma Bachman. Emma, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Giddy up. All right, now what sports do you play here at Golden West?
I play water polo and swim.
All right, so what position in water polo?
I'm goalie and I play the 4-5 side.
Oh my goodness, you're busy out there. And then in swimming, what are your events?
I do IM and 100 free.
All right, fantastic. And if I can brag on you just a little bit, 4.2 GPA, so she's getting it done in the classroom. And you're involved with some co-curricular activities. Can you share with us a little bit?
I'm involved in FFA and I've been showing livestock animals for the past 4 years.
Right, and then president of a group, aren't you, here on campus?
Yes, I am president of the athletics club at Golden West High School.
All right, and part of your leadership is why we gravitate towards you being our student athlete. Vince was a huge leader in our community, and so are you. And then talking about some future plans, what have your sights set on?
Well, I plan to get my DVM at Colorado State or Oregon State, so I'm waiting to hear back from them.
Wonderful. And that could translate into what sort of career option?
I want to be a large animal vet, hopefully. So.
All right. Coincides perfectly with your steer raising and all the things that you're doing with FFA. Well, Emma, now you go into the running for a $5,000 scholarship, courtesy of Wendy's. Sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
All right, Wendy's and the scholarship, and we wish you all the best. Congratulations, Emma Bachman, our Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete. And we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. Emma, way to go. Welcome back to the Xfinity Halftime Report. It's our time for our Educator Spotlight, featuring from Porterville, our ASB advisor, Mike Hill. Mike, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
And our principal here at Golden West High School, Michael Lambert. Michael, how you doing this evening?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
All right, fantastic. And it's great to be back. We were just sharing with our viewers that your student body section was voted the most spirited student section on Friday Night Rivals of all last year. That's pretty cool, huh?
That is amazing.
Yeah, no surprise.
Trailblazers are showing up. That's
For
great.
sure. And we've got the Trailblazer, the band, and Color Guard performing behind us. And I know you were hustling in because your daughter was singing in the choir. I'm sure she had honey in her voice tonight.
Oh, she was amazing. I was glad that I could make it back in time to see my Trailblazers on the field playing.
Father and principal. And as principal here at Golden West, what's trending now? What's happening lately?
Well, today is all about gold. It's our gold rush, as you can see from the crowd, and the students are really showing their school spirit today with the gold.
Yeah, and that is alive and well. And of course, he's got his OG Letterman jacket, 1992, right? All right, brother. That is vintage. Well, thank you, Michael, for hosting. Thank you for your hospitality. Thanks for your time. I appreciate you. For sure. And then Mike Hill, Porterville, there's a lot going on. What's trending now with the Panthers?
You know, Porterville High School, coming out of the pandemic, we are bringing back our spirit. We're well known for our hype squad, our spirit crew and all that. Doing a lot of stuff for the elementary schools, etc. We just did a lock-in for cancer, which raised over $8,000, for cancer research. And then, again, the Hype Squad, they were a little upset tonight because they wanted me to be in the middle. Right. When you interviewed me.
We can get you over there.
But, yeah, we brought everything back. We didn't do anything for years. We did our assemblies, our rallies, had a Black Light homecoming dance. So, yeah, trendy in the student body. We have a bunch of great kids that are dialed in and bringing back our traditions.
And that is evident, Mike, for sure. And we'll get to visit with them in the second half. We'll get the Hype Squad hyped up, all right? And they'll hype up our crowd. We appreciate Michael Lambert, Mike Hill, our Educator Spotlight. And we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. All right, well, welcome back to the Xfinity Halftime Report. This is Kevin Miller, and we're going to have a great feature featuring our Les Schwab partnership and their Tire Roll Cheer Challenge. Right now, we have the soothing sounds of the Golden West Trailblazer Band, Color Guard, and percussion. And, it reminds me of our Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete from last year, Cadence Esterman, who eventually won the scholarship award, $5,000 scholarship, courtesy of Wendy's, and she is now a freshman at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. And if you recall, Central Valley viewers, Cadence had a cross-country race that very day, and she won the race. Then she sprinted over so that she could be the flautist in the band. She came over to do her interview. It was amazing. If you recall, her mother is deaf, so she was able to sign her interview so that she could communicate with her beloved mother, and that just was so endearing to all of us. And then they paused the performance that you see behind us because she was the featured soloist. She finished her interview. She ran out there on the field, shocked and wowed the crowd, and it was just a rousing moment. What a featured scholar athlete in Cadence Esterman. She was well deserving of our Vince Wesson Award, sponsored by Wendy's. And so they are about to finish up now, and you can see it's a full production. Their color guard has a landscape. They are going to perform later on this winter in showcase performances, and so this is something that we love to feature, courtesy of FNR, is the entire student body and all that it has to offer. And so take a listen, look at these features. The colors are amazing, and they're going to be ready for their performances and their showcases that are coming up. And as we're listening, remember, Les Schwab has partnered with us on FNR for the past 10 years. They love how this program makes them a part of the communities in the Valley. Les Schwab enjoys the opportunity to showcase local students, just like these trailblazers out here on the field, in sports, in band, color guard, drama, choir. We just had the Big Fresno Fair that is up and running, and we have sponsorships there, courtesy of Les Schwab for livestock. You heard Emma talk about her raising of her steer. Les Schwab is a part of the fairs throughout the Central Valley, and that just shows that Les Schwab Tires has pride in performance. Speaking of performances, let's just take one more tune in and listen in on this performance. The big close, ladies and gentlemen, the Golden West Trailblazer Band, color guard, percussionist extraordinaire, at one time our Vince Wesson Scholar athlete, current freshman at Cal Poly SLO, was part of that featured performance, and we just appreciate the opportunity to showcase that. So, now we got to have some competition, right, y'all? You know how it goes. Come on, let's walk this way a little bit. Thank you, Gary. All right, and it wouldn't be the same Friday Night Rivals if we didn't feature our cheer squads competing against one another, and I think they're getting all set up. Who knows? Right now they may be kind of warming up, making sure they don't pull a muscle, flactoid, what have you. So we typically will set up here at the 50-yard line and await the funtivities. So as our cheer squads get set, some Porterville cheerleaders were performing just a moment ago for their student section, kind of hyping them up. You heard Mike Hill talk about the hype squad over there for the Panthers. So as they're getting set, we had a very unprecedented occurrence happen with our cheer challenge tire roll, and that was Buchanan High School didn't just win one time, they won back-to-back. First time ever we've had cheer squads in consecutive Friday Night Rival viewings win the cheer challenge convincingly. So here we are, 50-yard line. We've got Golden West on one side. We've got the Porterville Panthers on the other side. I'm just going to make sure they're ready. Cheerleaders, are you ready?
Looks like the Panther cheerleaders took the victory on that tire roll, folks. Give it up to all the cheerleaders tonight.
Come on over here. This is unbelievable. Ladies, come over, come over. Come on over to the Les Schwab tire here, which was properly balanced and rotated. Golden West still is going. Well done for your efforts. This is what we're talking about, the spirit of these students, courtesy of Les Schwab. Congratulations, Porterville Panthers. You are victorious. Hey! Everybody has to know your secret. How did you get it done? You got it.
Teamwork.
What is it?
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Les Schwab Tires, they're all about the teamwork. Let's keep it going. Make some noise. We'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. Oh! Woo!
And welcome back to Visalia Community Stadium. This quarter is sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. Kevin Miller is on the sidelines. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, Matt, I'm here with Coach Thompson. Coach, total domination with time of possession. What are you looking to refine, though, in the second half?
We just want to continue to control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Play mistake-free football in the second half, and hopefully put some more points on the board.
You got it. All right. Well, best of luck in the second half. Appreciate your time. Go get with your guys. Hey, Matt, Cam, back to you.
Well, you talked about him. Thanks, Kevin. You talked about controlling the line of scrimmage. That is exactly what they did. A couple of long drives, 9 plays, 88 yards, and 17 plays, 95 yards. The only way you can have that kind of drive is by controlling the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, those are Pat Hill drives right there. So happy to hear that somebody had a 17-play, 95-yard drive, largely running the football and controlling the line of scrimmage. But you want to control the tempo of the game. That's the easiest way to do it. Control that line of scrimmage, play at your own pace. Porterville did that to perfection in the first.
All right, Kevin. He's standing by with the Golden West Trailblazers head coach, Travis Anderson. Kevin?
Yeah, we've got Coach Anderson here. Coach, your players are fired up coming out. What can we expect for the second half?
We're ready to go. We're going to start flying around, get back to our basic plays, fundamentals, sure tackling, flying around to the ball. Just have fun. Football's fun. Let's have fun.
Let's do it. There's an energy down here, y'all. Coach, go get with your guys. Best of luck. It's going to be a good one, second half. Matt, Cam, let's do this.
Well, you can see the energy in his voice, and you know, first-year head coach Travis Anderson, who was the DC at Mount Whitney last year, the defensive coordinator guys, the defensive guys as head coaches always have that energy. You hear him talking about flying around the football. Cam, what's he talking about?
To play defense, you have to have just a little bit of a screw loose. And to coach defense, you have to have a little bit of a screw loose also, because your whole goal is just to destroy what another team is trying to do. So, you have that mentality. It's aggressive. You try to bring the fight to your opponent. I mean, that's the energy that we felt from Coach Anderson. Every goal that you have is to blow up what another team is trying to do, and hopefully Golden West comes out with that energy in the second half, because Porterville really controlled everything in that first half.
And as you take a look at us in the booth, there is Ralph Wood. I'm Matt Norville filling in for Ralph tonight, and that's Cam Morrell. But Cam, let's take a closer look at what Golden West has to do offensively, because they did have a couple of trips into plus territory, and the last one they were inside the 10 but could not get 6 points.
Yeah, and they really put extra bodies at the line of scrimmage and tried to push that Porterville defense around, which is just going to be tough. Porterville's big and physical. That's their brand of football. We heard Coach Anderson, they want to play that brand of football as well, but, I think Porterville has the advantage. That third down, they try to move quarterback outside the pocket with a little play action. It's tough going. They're going to have to find some answers coming out of halftime, maybe spreading that Porterville defense out, not allowing them to pack so many bodies around the line of scrimmage to try to start running the football. And then if Porterville's going to sit back in that 3-deep zone and they're not going to press those receivers on the perimeter, you have to find a way to get the ball out quickly to those guys, let them make plays. There's a lot of space in that short passing game. Get it out there, let them run after the catch, and try to keep the sticks moving.
Well, we'll see what happens here in the second half. We're moments away. 12-3 is the score. They were able to get 3 points in that first half, all set up because the football hit a player on a punt, and they had first and goal, ended up knocking in a 22-yard field goal attempt. They'll get the football to begin here in the second half. Porterville, though, has dominated the time of possession, so that with that in the back of your mind, you think there's limited possessions possibly in the second half, so every time you have the football, you're going to be trying to get some points on the scoreboard for sure.
Yeah, we really only saw 3 possessions for each side. They had a fourth, but it was the muffed punt or the punt that hit a player, so Golden West had 4 plays, 1 being a field goal, and then Porterville, that possession at the end of the half, a couple of plays, and then went inside. So 3 possessions, you can only count on that if you're Golden West. We'll see if they can. They have to move the football. Obviously, they have to put points on the board, but they really need to find some answers for what Porterville is doing offensively in the run game, and in that quick passing game, they're having a lot of success. So we'll see what the answer is for Golden West coming out defensively to try to slow down that Porterville offense.
Well, you see Porterville coming on out. Golden West already on the field, ready to go here in the second half, trailing 12-3. The Panthers of Porterville 6-1. Golden West 4-3. Golden West unbeaten in league play at 2-0 in the East Yosemite League, and 1-1 is Porterville. We're underway here in the second half. Again, just a squib it, and it's fielded at the 30. We saw one kickoff where Elias had a chance to return and had a good return. Ever since then, nothing going deep.
Yeah, don't even give him a chance to touch the football, right? We'll give it to you at the 30, we'll give it to you at the 40, no big deal. But we're not giving your weapon a chance to get the football in his hands. A nice adjustment after that first return from Elias from Porterville.
Golden West is coming off a victory last week over Mount Whitney, 18-13. And we mentioned Porterville coming off of a loss to Redwood a week ago, in which they were shut out by a score of 28-0. Underway here in this third quarter. The I formation look kind of old school. They hand the ball to the deep man, that is Spiata. And he gets it to about the 33-yard line, a pickup of 3. It'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that was power, I think, for the first time tonight. Really, they've kind of focused on inside-outside zone read action. That time pulling a couple of bodies to try to get in front of Spiata, but nice job by Porterville coming down here. Porterville still bodies at the point of attack. A lot of bodies in the box. Golden West needs to figure out something to do to kind of back those defenders up.
Under center again is the quarterback Velasquez. Here Spiata's got a good hole on the right side. Power running, gets enough for the first down as he crosses the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 8 on the play, and this 1st and 10 is sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition.
Yeah, nice run by Spiata that time, getting downhill again. More bodies at the point of attack, so Golden West said, hey, all right, you're going to put extra bodies at the line of scrimmage. We're going to bring extra blockers to the point of attack. We're going to pull some big bodies, get a lead blocker in front of our back, and try to move the sticks, exactly what they did on that 2nd down run.
Well, he came into the game the leading rusher on the team at 251 yards this season. And again, the give, and this time gobbled up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Spiata stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, see what Golden West has done, but this time Porterville getting penetration, beating the block, and then nice physical tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Hold that one to no gain on 1st down.
Yeah, you saw the player there. That was Coda Quintero, the 5'11 senior who wrapped up Spiata. Spiata came in 41 carries, 251 yards, averages about 42 yards per contest. He is a dual threat, does have some catches as well throughout the season. And this is the give to the fullback, lined up in the fullback spot, gets it across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Something you don't see often in modern football is the give to the fullback, and that give was to Malachi Moreno.
Coach Anderson said they're going to come out, fly around, try to be at the point of attack, and they're coming out just saying, hey, we're going to punch you in the mouth. We're going to try to run inside the tackles. We're going to give it to our fullback and let him get downhill. They're really trying to make a physical statement on this first drive of the second half.
3rd down and 5. Football at the 46-yard line. Again, they will hand the football off. Spiata, good job to find the hole. Got right to midfield and then stops. And they'll give him forward progress, maybe into plus territory. They'll say it stays at midfield. It'll bring up a 4th and short, but he went one direction and cut to the right side and found a hole.
Yeah, nice job. Spiata's brought a little different kind of attitude to this run game for Golden West. That was just straight old school lead. Fullback on a linebacker, tailback, find a hole. Nice job by Spiata picking up a nice chunk, setting up this 4th and short, and it looks like Golden West is going for it.
With the way the possessions have been this game, you almost feel like you really have to here in this 3rd quarter. They'll give it to Spiata up the middle, fighting, and that second effort got him the 1st down, kept those legs turning. And this 1st and 10 sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition, and Spiata rammed over the competition on that one.
Yeah, and you're right. It is a must-go-for situation. You don't know how many times you're going to see the football in the second half. You're down 12-3. Love the decision by Coach Anderson to try to give it to his big running back and pick up that 1st down. Nice drive so far to start this second half for this Golden West offense.
This will be the 7th play of the drive coming up now in plus territory against Spiata with the give. That's where they've been going. Gets it to the 45-yard line. A short pickup of 3 on the play. And they've just been going to Spiata. Don't forget, right after the game, stay tuned for the season premiere of Penn and Teller Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW59 immediately following this contest.
Yeah, haven't put the ball in the air yet on this drive. Really just trying to pound the football in between the tackles, giving it to Spiata with a lead blocker in front, running some power, getting some big guys out in front. We'll see if Golden West runs some play action.
They're just going to keep handing it off to Spiata, and maybe got a yard on the play, nothing more. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. I was just about to say, if you're getting 3 yards of pickup and you're going to go for it on 4th, that's plenty. But the Porterville defensive line did the job that time.
Yeah, that's old school. 3 yards in the cloud of dust. Right? That's how football used to be played. We don't see it very often. Maybe Air Force sometimes grinds on teams like that, but not popular in today's era of football. But Golden West has done a nice job really being more physical at the beginning of this second half. They're going to have to put the ball in the air at some point, though, to put some points on the board.
3rd down and 6. Not going to do it on this play. Spiata wrapped up, still turning, took a man with him to the 41-yard line. He said, literally, get on my back, and drug him another couple. It's going to bring up a 4th and 3. So a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I like the attitude Spiata's bringing to this run game. Once again, pulling guard and tackle from the back side. Spiata getting hit hard, too. Keeping those legs pumping, keeping those pads down, running behind his pads, doing a nice job picking up yards after contact to set up this 4th and 3.
Yeah, big 4th and 3 here with 6:25 left here in the quarter. Spiata's not going to get it. And they wrap him up. It was another handoff. Still fighting. I said not going to get it. They haven't blown it dead yet. They let the offensive lineman push him forward, and it's going to be near a 1st down.
Wow, it looks like he got it. I mean, he was hitting the backfield, had no chance to pick up that 1st down.
Wow.
Kept his legs moving, didn't move backwards, kept fighting for yards, and then got some help from his offensive line buddies pushing him forward. Hey, Coach Anderson was pumped up for a reason coming out of halftime. He knew how his team was going to come out and respond. This is just a scrum on 4th down to pick up a 1st. Never stop moving forward. Forward progress never stopped.
Now effort. Now back to pass. Dangerous throw. Should have been intercepted. It was well underthrown. Looking on the near side of the field, and you can just see it all over the face of Mason Hernandez, the 5'9" junior. Ball went right through his hands. Otherwise, he would have had a pick.
Yeah, we knew they were going to put the ball up at some point, trying to take a vertical shot. It's tough against Porterville. They really do sit those DBs back. They're bailing at the snap, so it's going to be tough to hit that vertical passing game. We talked about in the first half, they had some success in the short passing game on the perimeter. Lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Velasquez came in 54% on the season completions. Just a shade under 500 yards for the year. This is Spiata again, where they've had success. Ooh, he took a shot as he was going down. And he is going to be slow to get up if he gets up. He's still on the ground. I was going to say, towards the end of that play, he took a shot as he got inside the 35-yard line. Hope he's all right.
Injury timeout.
But, man, he took a late hit.
Yeah, that's one of the dangers of being a physical runner.
And we'll take the break. 12-3 lead, Porterville over Golden West. It's Friday Night Rivals, brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. And welcome back to Visalia Community Stadium. It's Friday Night Rivals. I'm Matt Norville, Cam Worrell alongside. 12-3 lead for Porterville over Golden West, but right now concern for the sophomore running back, Lucas Spiata, the 5'7" sophomore. As he was going to the ground, he took a shot. It's good to see him sitting up, but my goodness, he took a shot. As we go to the sidelines and Kevin Miller.
Well, you know that Friday Night Rivals is powered by the United States Army, and we applaud our player being able to get up there and walk over to the sideline, and we applaud Sergeant Cisneros, who's over here, and of course Sergeant Watson. We've got some trailblazers that are getting ready, getting amped up back here. But before we do that, Sergeant Watson, what inspired you to enlist the United States Army?
One thing that really inspired me was my family. I growing up poor, I always wanted to be a good example for my siblings and to be able to provide for those back home.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And of course, share with us what's about to go down right now.
We about to get into some push-ups, y'all.
There we go. There we go. Hey, did you hear that? Push-ups, y'all. All right, are you ready? Properly warmed up? Sergeant Watson, you tell us when to get ready. I got to get my workout in. So, and make sure, Jason, you show everybody. I mean, I'm sticking to you about ready? Go! Oh, yeah, we're going. All right. So, they're probably starting too quick. I'm just kind of pacing myself, even though I'm already at 17. I don't think the next person that's closest maybe has 9. Well, that guy's going pretty fast. She's very, yes, she's got a lot in. And then where's number 99 back here? You see number 99 back here? I'm just clanking. He said he was going to do at least 63, or I challenge him to match his jersey number. Can you hear the student section back there? That's why they were the most spirited student section on Friday Night Rivals last year. They are cheering on each and every participant. Sergeant Watson, Sergeant Cisneros, you're good. You just did 1,000 earlier today, as did I, but I'm going to keep going a little bit. Matt, if you haven't caught it by now, it's okay to go back to the game. Cam, coach him up, please. Ralph, throw me a bone, man. I'm locking up. I'm just going to push it. I'm pushing it. Too much lactic acid. More electrolytes. Principal Lambert, do you have any Gatorade? Please. Okay. Back to you.
Well, that looks like a workout, and what you've missed is it'll be the 16th play of the drive coming up, a 3rd down and 2 for Golden West, as it was all really set up by that 17-yard pitch and catch that we saw moments ago.
Yeah, finally that short passing game, right? Slant, off coverage, cornerback has depth, get it out quick, nice delivery to move the sticks. Now a big 3rd and 3 for this Golden West offense.
From the 8-yard line, again in the red zone, brought to you by Toyota.
Penalty marker on the field.
We've got a flag on the play. We'll wait and see what it is.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty,
wow.
results in 1st down.
Only the 2nd time they've been inside the 10 here this evening. And the financial wellness tip is sponsored by Golden One Credit Union. Get more and be more with Golden One Credit Union. All Californians can join us at goldenone.com. Kevin?
Hey, thanks. Still recovering from those push-ups. But here we go with tonight's financial wellness tip. It's brought to you by Golden One Credit Union. Set yourself up for success by creating short-term financial goals such as saving for prom, concert tickets, or a new video game. Once you've reached those, don't forget about long-term goals like saving money for college. Be very specific about the amount and time frame to reach them. Golden One is committed to the financial well-being of their members and the community. Matt, Cam, and Ralph, back to you.
It'll be a 2nd down and goal for Golden West. Football is at the 2-yard line. Elias just got brought down the play before. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns on the season. That's most on this Golden West squad. And again, in the red zone, brought to you by Toyota. You gotta score. Look at the time on the clock that's gone off in this quarter. Again, a pitch, getting to the outside, walking into the end zone, Ricky Elias. And Golden West is an extra point away from being within 2. A 3-yard touchdown run for Elias, his 4th touchdown of the season.
What a drive by this Golden West offense. No touchdowns in the first half, even though they got the ball at the end of the half in goal-to-go territory. Just a masterful drive coming out of halftime. taking up 9 minutes plus off the clock, just physically beating up that Porterville front. What an answer coming out of halftime from the Trailblazers.
Rodriguez point after is good. That touchdown sponsored by Portiv Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. It's Ricky Elias from 3 yards out for his 4th touchdown of the season. Nothing fancy about this one, Cam.
No, just handing it to that wing back, and Elias bouncing outside. We know he has speed. We saw it on the opening kickoff. We talked about him before the game. Very nice design to get him on the perimeter against this Porterville defense, and then Elias does the rest. Man, Coach Anderson was right. He was not playing around at halftime. There's a different energy that this team is going to come out and play with in the second half. That was exactly what he was talking about. What an answer. I mean, I'm extremely impressed with the adjustment that Golden West made coming out of halftime and the physicality that that offense had on that first drive of the second half.
How about this? 17 plays, 70 yards, 9:18 off the clock. That's 2 drives tonight, one by each team of 17 plays or more. You just don't see that anymore. And you saw 16 of those 17 were on the ground.
Yeah, just 1 pass completed on that drive, and it was a big one to pick up a first down. I don't know how many times Golden West is going to see the football, though. I mean, Porterville controlled the clock largely the entire first half. And
they try a surprise onside kick. I don't know if it went 10 yards. It has to go 10 before you can touch it. And they're going to say illegal touching is the preliminary indication from the official. Be sure to join us next week when Bullard takes on Sanger right here on the Central Valley's CW59. Ralph Wood will be back with you for that one. But that's going to give Porterville excellent field position. And I know what you're thinking. If you're head coach Travis Anderson, you really haven't stopped Porterville, and they have just monopolized the clock, so you try to catch them with a surprise onside.
Yeah, I mean, he came out with an attitude to win this football game, and that was I'm going to try to win this football game type of a play. Controlled the clock this whole third quarter. You haven't really been able to slow this offense down, so even if they get the ball at the 50, they drive it down. At least they're not going to eat all the clock up. We can have an opportunity to get the ball, but I like the aggressive mindset coming out of halftime.
And they will hand the football off as they've been doing most of the game, and brought down right around the 40-yard line. As the give this time was to Freddie Nunez. He came in with no rushing touchdowns this season. He's done most of his damage catching the ball out of the backfield, and this time he runs it.
Yeah, he's explosive with the ball in his hands, though. So anytime you can get him the football in any way, it's going to be a positive play for your offense. That time, a little jet sweep action. Nice job picking up about 8 on first down.
2nd down and 2. High snap. Hand the ball to Garcia. Spins his way for a first down inside the 40-yard line. Garcia's been a workhorse here tonight, as he has pretty much every single game. Came into this game with exactly 100 carries on the season, and he's had quite a few here tonight.
Yeah, and Porterville just kind of back in, doing what they do. Controlling the tempo, deliberate pace offensively. They're going to physically try to pound the football and move the sticks for another first down.
Again, the give to Garcia. Garcia stops right about the line of scrimmage. Maybe forward progress gets him a yard. Again, that 1st and 10 sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition. Don't forget that during the 4th quarter, you can find out who our player of the game is, sponsored by Donald P. Dick.
No gain on the play.
Good job on first down, Golden West, sending some linebackers to the point of attack, holding Porterville to no gain.
Shotgun formation again. Back to pass this time is Arguijo. He'll throw it out to Garcia. Garcia's wrapped up, hops his way to the 36-yard line. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and long.
Nice play by Ricky Elias, because Porterville had that screen set up, 2 blockers in front of Garcia. If Elias doesn't make that tackle, he might take that to the house, but great job fighting off the block, wrapping Garcia up, holding him to just a 3-yard gain.
Under 40 seconds left here in what's been a quick-moving third quarter. First possession for Porterville of this quarter. Back to pass, firing into traffic, deflected, and incomplete. Dangerous pass. He had good coverage out there. Jeffrey Weldon, who we mentioned, he has already a block return today, or he returned it deep into Porterville territory, but he's got an INT return this season for a touchdown and a fumble return for a touchdown, as you take a look at big number 44 on your screen.
Yeah, nice adjustments by Golden West. We saw Arguello get outside the pocket on third down a lot in that first half with success. That time Golden West sends pressure off that side where Garcia was lined up. So taking away Arguello's ability to extend that play, had to get rid of that one because he had a little bit of pressure. Nice coverage by Weldon down the field. And we'll see, let's ball at the 36. 4th down and 7. We'll see if Porterville keeps the offense on the field or they kick this one back to Golden West.
What would you do, knowing what just happened with Golden West using the whole clock? Would you be going for it right here?
I mean, if I'm Porterville, I trust my offense. I trust my quarterback that I can pick up a 4th and 7, run my best play, and try to keep this drive alive.
So here they go. Garcia, the man in motion. Arguello looks at Garcia, now looks back over the middle. He's got a man wide open, complete to the 10-yard line. That's Tony. If he hits him in stride, it's an easy touchdown. Instead, it's just a first down and goal. And they did exactly what you said. A nice action, and they had Tony wide open.
Yes, a little Derek Carr, Devontae Adams Thursday night against the Kansas City Chiefs. 4th down, midfield, taking deep shots. If he hits Tony, as you said, that's a touchdown, but a great aggressive play call on 4th and 7. Not just to pick that one up, to get inside the 10-yard line.
Football's at the 9-yard line. Now we'll snap it. This will be the final play of the quarter, and the give was to Garcia. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 2nd and goal when we come back. That 1st and 10 was sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition. 12-10's our score. Porterville leading Golden West. And our third quarter has been sponsored by the Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection. Only from Xfinity. It's Friday Night Rivals. Porterville leading 12-10. Stay with us. Tonight's fourth quarter is sponsored by the U.S. Army. 12-10 lead, Porterville driving. It's a 2nd and goal from the 9 for the Porterville Panthers. And they will throw it out. It's complete. Breaking a tackle inside the 5-yard line. That was Rodriguez. Haven't called Marlano Rodriguez too often tonight. Only had 4 catches coming in, but he had 4 catches for 129 yards coming in. And that might be his first catch of the night.
Yeah, nice little design, just a little out cut. Getting it out to your receiver quickly. Trying to see if you can do something with the ball in his hands. See, 12-10, you're up 2. You probably want to kick a field goal to go up more than a field goal possession, but you haven't had success kicking the ball tonight, so we'll see the aggressiveness on this 3rd down call.
3rd down and goal complete. Again, trying to get into the end zone, Rodriguez, and he got tackled just shy of the end zone, and it'll be a 4th down and goal, and you gotta go if you're Porterville.
Yeah, 1, you haven't been able to execute a kick tonight. But 2, if you get stopped, you still have a lead. Golden West has to drive the ball 99 yards. I expect Porterville to line up with a big package, hand the ball to Garcia or Alcantar possibly. Put a lead blocker in front of him and try to put this ball in the end zone.
Got Rose and Rangel on your offensive line on the left side. Average offensive line waits 255. 4th and goal, Garcia up the middle. Did he get in? Touchdown, Porterville. Garcia squeezed through and will pick up his 11th touchdown run of the season. And a big 6 points makes it 18-10 here in the 4th.
Man, what a run by Garcia, because it looked like he got hit short of the end zone, fought off a tackle, kind of spun into the end zone. What a great effort by the physical running back Garcia. Physical play call. Garcia finished like a physical runner. And they're going for 2. They should kick an extra point, but they have not been able to kick the ball tonight, so trying to go up 10 with a 2-point conversion.
Got a stacked backfield. Arguijo under center, and he will hand the football off to Alcantar into the end zone. And the two-point try is good. That makes it a 10-point game. This touchdown was sponsored by Porterville Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
Yeah, Garcia getting into the end zone with a physical finish to this run. Gets his short wrapped up just short of the goal line, but fights through that tackle to put the ball over that end line into the end zone. That's a big touchdown, big two-point conversion too, to go up 2 possessions, because man, that was only the second possession of this second half. Only 10:29 left in this fourth quarter. A nice answer to that Golden West drive by Porterville.
It's 20-10 here, and that was another 10-play, 49-yard drive for Porterville. So they've got a drive of 9 plays, 88 yards today, 10 plays, 49, which just happened earlier, 17 plays, 95 yards for a touchdown. They kick it short, and that is picked up and off to the races and brought down at the 47-yard line. And the financial wellness tip is sponsored by Golden One Credit Union. Get more and be more with Golden One Credit Union. All Californians can join us at goldenone.com. Kevin? Football is going to start at the 47-yard line as you hear the energy from the Porterville faithful.
Watch it. So it's been said, don't believe the hype. Well, believe in the hype squad of the Porterville Panthers! My goodness. Hey, what's good about being a Panther? Being a Panther, it's the best thing in the world. Our spirit's like no other. We got tradition, and we just love Porterville High School. All right, they've got it. And what is it? PHS! 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 All right, Matt Cam, back to you. Let's go!
Thanks, Kevin. Having fun with the student section all night long, and Porterville has a lot to be cheering about as they lead 20-10 here in the fourth quarter. Second down and 10 coming up for Golden West from their own 47-yard line. Shotgun formation, and you're going to have to score a little quicker if you're Golden West, and that is complete over the middle, short of the first down, but into Porterville territory at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, that whole first drive coming out of halftime, Golden West is in 21 personnel, 2 backs, 1 tight end, pounding the rock in between the tackles. This drive, they're down 2 possessions, only 10 minutes left on the clock. So 4 wide receivers, 1 running back, trying to throw the ball, move at a little quicker tempo, because you just don't know how many more opportunities you're going to have with the football tonight.
Mason Shaw caught that one for a pick of a 7, 3rd down and 3, and that is complete, and a good tackle made. Shy of the first down, is inside the 45 to the 44, but Porterville, I'll tell you what, they've been swarming to the football on this drive.
Yeah, flying to the football, really recognizing route combinations, a couple of completions, but no real yards after the catch. Some physical tackles on the ball carrier, and Golden West with another 4th down conversion opportunity.
You hate to say that this could be the game here, but the way that Porterville has controlled the clock tonight, 9 minutes left in the quarter, 4th and 2, you gotta pick up a first down, and it's going to be a QB sneak. Good design, first down, nicely executed by Raymond Velasquez, the quarterback, and that'll move the chains. This 1st and 10 sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition.
Yeah, that was a must convert. If they don't convert that one, I mean, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. You don't even know if you're going to get the ball back with 8 minutes left, the way this Porterville offense is played. So nice execution on that quarterback sneak to keep this Golden West offense on the field, and they're going to stick with that 4 wide 2-by-2 formation, trying to move the football.
They're going to give the football on that one. To the right side is Anders, and he is not going to get anything lost, a yard or 2 on the play. Again, they're playing without Luca Spiata, who was having a very good game and a very good drive before he went out. And he will not return the rest of this game. I'll say no gains. They gave him forward progress to the 42. 2nd and 10 coming for Golden West.
And this is not the strength. This is not what Golden West wants to do. They want to line up in 2 backs and pound the football, and that they're going to get back to that formation because tough for them to execute that spread offense.
And they hand that football off. A lot of running room inside the 35-yard line, falling forward. And a good run. That is Ricky Elias. And you highlighted him in the pregame, and he runs hard.
Yeah, he does, and he's explosive. He puts that foot in the ground and gets up to top speed quickly. And nice job that time following his blockers, that kind of counter GT action, pulling those backside linemen and putting some big bodies in front of the nice athlete Elias.
Velasquez under center, hands the football off. Elias makes a man miss in the backfield, still turning his legs, and he'll be stopped shy of the first down, but it was going to be a loss of a couple before he made a Porterville defender miss in the backfield.
Yeah, nice change of direction right there. A little jump cut to avoid a tackle and get out of your own backfield and pick up some positive yardage, and another 4th down and short for this Golden West offense. Once again, you don't convert this, this could be the game right here.
Well, 6:45 left and counting here in the 4th. It's a 2-possession game. There have not been a lot of possessions in this game, and you're going to get a flag. Look to be some movement. Or did we get a timeout first?
Porterville, that's their first charge timeout of the half.
So timeout Porterville. I was going to say, I thought the fullback, Malachi Moreno, kind of shifted.
He did.
Did he not? Yeah.
Yeah, lucky Golden West that Porterville called that timeout from the sideline, because he did move.
20-10 is our score. It's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Les Schwab Tires. Come back with more. 6:38 left here in the 4th quarter. 20-10 is our score, with Porterville leading by 2 possessions. It's going to be Golden West football, but we got another timeout called by Golden West this time. So you had Porterville with the timeout and Golden West with the timeout. Hey, there's Doug on the H&E scissor lift, giving us our aerial footage. Our thanks to H&E Equipment for their help with our equipment rentals for our FNR games. H&E Equipment Services, where others stop, we continue. He's up there, man. Let me tell you.
Bravest dude in the stadium every single week, Doug. Lightning, rain, he doesn't care. Wind, not a job for me. Hats off, Doug, once again.
Yeah, that's way up there as we take a look at that. Now you got the Toyota Smile Cam. Getting a look at the Golden West student section. They were saying if you wore gold tonight, you got in free as a student.
I like it.
That's always nice. Get more fans in attendance. Here's a big 4th down, 4th and 2. Back to pass. Throws it up. Miscommunication after they called the timeout. So that's either on the receiver or on the quarterback, but that'll be a turnover on downs. And it'll be Porterville football.
Yeah, Porterville calls timeout because Golden West is in that 2-back formation. Don't like the defensive alignment. Come out of the timeout. They're packed at the line of scrimmage, so Golden West takes a timeout, tries to take a shot down the football field. Look like outside leverage by that cornerback. So the cornerback's lined up on the outside part of that outside receiver. So the receiver runs an in-breaking route, kind of a skinny post. Expected that ball to be there. Instead, the 9 ball, the fade ball, thrown outside by Velasquez. Miscommunication and turnover on downs.
Tonight's financial wellness tip is brought to you by Golden One Credit Union. It's important to know the difference between needs and wants to make better spending decisions. A need is something that is absolutely necessary in your everyday life, such as food, clothing, and a place to live. A want is something that would be nice to have, but you will be okay without, such as the latest phone, concert tickets, or vacations. Before buying something, ask yourself, is this a need or a want, to help you decide whether to buy it or not. Golden One is committed to the financial well-being of their members and the community. Matt and Cam, back to you.
It'll be a 2nd down and 8 football at the 36-yard line. Just going to really milk clock is what they're going to do. Garcia up the middle, gets it to the 44-yard line, and it picked up another 1st down for Porterville. And if they keep picking up 1st downs, this game's going to be all she wrote.
Yeah, man, I like Garcia as a runner. He gets downhill quickly, just really slippery. Those guys are always hard to tackle. You never really get a solid shot on him. Got a little fast Willie Parker to him where he just gets going quickly and just slides off the tackles. It's been done a nice job tonight. This Porterville line has done a nice job blocking for him, but he's done really a nice job moving in between the tackles, making guys miss, picking up extra yardage.
They will swing this one out to the flat, and with the catch is Nunez. Good to see him back in the game after he was shaken up a little bit earlier in that 3rd quarter, and forward progress will be stopped just shy of the 1st down into Golden West territory. Our salute to the cheerleaders is sponsored by the Yosemite Falls Cafe. Not just a cafe, lunch and dinner menu has something for everyone. As you see the cheerleaders for Golden West.
2nd down and short.
Football, they will place it at the 46-yard line. So on the play, that'll bring up a 2nd and 1 after a 9-yard pickup. Clock is now at 4.5 and counting. 2-possession lead for Porterville. Again, pistol. They'll just hand it to Garcia. Another 1st down. Easy money. As Porterville just running the football in between the guard and the tackle, just straight up the gut.
West using a timeout. Surprised that they threw the ball on that last play, but a very controlled kind of extension of the run game type of play. A screen to their best receiver tonight, best receiver on the season, high percentage. Back to the run game, picking up a 1st down. Man, it's been a really dominant performance. I mean, it's 20-10. Golden West with a really statement drive, I thought, coming out at halftime. But this Porterville offense has really just dictated the tempo of the game tonight. Really physically running the football, but Arguijo doing a good job in the passing game as well, moving the chains, converting in the red zone. This has been an impressive performance. This is that 6-0 team. It's the way that they've played, and we question how are they going to come out. They lost their 1st game of the season, got shut out, and they have been extremely impressive for 4 quarters tonight. I don't know where they're going to end up in the playoff, Division II, Division III, but they're going to be a tough out for anybody.
They hand the football up again, and 1st and 10, by the way, was sponsored by JR Sports as that football gets to the 38. The financial wellness tip is sponsored by Golden One Credit Union. Get more and be more with Golden One Credit Union. All Californians can join us at goldenone.com. Kevin? That's a pickup of 6 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. Football at the 37-yard line. And again, they throw it out, and that is caught by Freddie Nunez. And Nunez inside the 35-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and short as the clock continues to tick down to 3.5 remaining in this one. Be sure to join us next week when it'll be Bullard Knights taking on the Sanger Apaches right here on the Central Valley's CW59. Ralph Wood will be back calling it along with you, Cam Worrell, and Kevin Miller along the sidelines. It's been fun hanging out with you guys this week.
Man, this has been a lot of fun. You did a great job. This is a lot of moving parts in this broadcast, and you've handled them all very, very well.
Who's handled the ball very well is Garcia. Dives for the end zone, knocked out of bounds just shy of the goal line, down to the 31-yard line. That'll be a pickup, or down to the 1-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 33 on the play. Garcia, I mean, he's already got a touchdown here tonight. We talked about it, averages over 100 yards a game. And tonight's Red Zone sponsored by Toyota.
Yeah, Jared Garcia, how do you not get into the end zone? A high snap. Good job by Arguijo just handling that one, and a Garcia just untouched through the middle of that defense. I think he thought he was out in the open and nobody was going to get him. You got to get that one into the zone. We'll see if they pay him off right here.
Looking for a 2nd touchdown of the night. The pitch and into the end zone. That's Samuel Alcantar for a touchdown. His 2nd of the night, his 7th of the season. And Porterville leads now 26-10 and doing it on the ground.
Yeah, just another statement drive by this Porterville football team. Controlling the line of scrimmage, controlling the tempo. I mean, just a physically dominant performance against a good opponent who came out of halftime and played inspired football in the second half. But Porterville just too much. Not only really controlling the line of scrimmage, but Arguello did a fantastic job tonight distributing the ball to his open receivers when he had the opportunity to do so. It just makes this offense two-dimensional. They can run it physically and control that line of scrimmage, but Arguello can distribute the ball to the perimeter. I mean, like I said, they're going to be a really tough out wherever they end up in the playoffs. This team is... Not a lot of teams are going to want to see the Porterville Panthers down the stretch because they can do it in every way offensively and play a physical brand of football defensively. A nice job tonight.
That touchdown was sponsored by Portiv Subs. Portiv Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. 26-10. Porterville's going to move to 7-1 on the year and 2-1 in league play. And they bounce back like you talked about it. They got to bounce back. Well, they did. And they are coming off their first loss, and they pick up the victory here. This will snap a 3-game winning streak for Golden West. They'll fall to the 500 mark at 4-4. They'll stay at 2-1 in league play. But really, time of possession is kind of the storyline of this entire game. Just not a lot of possessions. Again, another short kick. And Golden West jumps on it. They'll have the football with 2:59 left, trailing 26-10.
Your margin for error is just so small when you don't have possessions. You have to take advantage every time you have the football. We've largely seen Porterville do that tonight outside of the one-block field goal and the possession at the end of the half where they really didn't try to score. Every other possession, they went down and got points, and Golden West just had a couple of drives where they weren't able to convert into points, and that really is the difference of the football game. This is a much closer game than 26-10 would indicate. I mean, this was a well-played football game on both sides, well-executed game, not a lot of mistakes, not a lot of penalties. I think two teams that are playing really good football right now down the stretch when you really need to play your best.
And brought down just shy of the 40-yard line. Again, the give is to Ricky Elias. He's been busy on the Golden West side. Lucas Spiata, who was running hard in that third quarter, went out. He will not return. You've had some big-time running attack, both sides, and that's why the game has just flown by. And the time of possession has really favored Porterville.
Yeah, this is like a 2-hour game on TV. Like, that doesn't happen ever in football. And that's what we're looking at right now. Pretty crazy that this game has flown by as quickly as it has, but not a lot of incompletion, not a lot of stopping of the clock. Both offenses just content to run the football and let that clock tick away.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 as they've got the football at the 41-yard line. As we're under 2 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. Start looking at some of the offensive numbers here tonight. Alcantar for Portersville, 2 rushing touchdowns. Garcia picked up his 11th touchdown of the season, as that is shy of the first down. It'll bring up a 4th and short coming up. First time we've called Jeffrey Weldon's name on the offensive side. We've called his name a couple of times on the defensive side here tonight.
Weldon on the reception for Golden West. Brings up a 4th down.
So it'll be 4th down and 2 for Golden West, and it looks like they're going to punt this one away with 1:19 left.
Yeah, not enough time on the clock, really, if you're Golden West. And Porterville, nice job. Bouncing back from the first loss of the season. You know, you don't... Oh, and they faked it.
They fake it, and it works. And knocked out of bounds inside the 40-yard line as that was complete to Landon Costa. Have not called his name today. And with 57.6 left on the game clock, It is another first down, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition. And the football's going to be placed at 39.
I wasn't really going to say, why are you punting the football? Because, it's high school. But why are you punting the football? It doesn't make any sense to me. This coach is not going to give up. No, he's not going to give up. He's going to run a fake punt and catch Porterville. Nice design on that fake punt to keep his offense on the field.
That was a 19-yard pickup on 4th down and 2. Ooh, what a shot at the 30-yard line. My goodness, Jeffrey Weldon came across the middle and took a blow as the football's inside the 30-yard line near another first down, but what a hit.
Yeah, I didn't even see really who caught him. But man, trying to make guys miss and just took a shot. Looked like he kind of jumped up and had no base and just got demolished right around that first down marker. Nice effort by Weldon. He's played hard all night long, but on the losing end of that one.
Ooh. Back to live football. That's incomplete. It was a 2nd down and 1. They ended up moving the football to the 30. That was Mark Salinas, the freshman, who came across and laid the hit on that last one. 19.8 left. It's going to be 3rd and 1 from the 30. Here in the 4th quarter, 26-10, Porterville's going to pick up their 7th win of the season. Again, stay tuned at the conclusion of tonight's game for the post-game wrap and the presentation of the Donald P. Dick Player of the Game.
Did you say freshman? Freshman making a hit like that? Watch out for that dude for the next 3 years, man, because that was serious.
Watch out for Monday at high school. He's going to be telling all his buddies. 19.8 left, 3rd down and 1. Shotgun spread formation. Complete. That's enough for the first down inside the 20-yard line, brought down at the 16. That'll stop the clock with 13 and a half seconds remaining as Golden West looking to get some more points on the board. That's Isaac Lopez with the reception. First and 10 again, sponsored by JR Sports. JR Sports ramming over the competition and another trip into the red zone, which is presented by Toyota.
Nice conversion that time, getting the ball out quickly. Nice run after the catch to keep hope alive. 13 seconds. I mean, you kind of have to score on this play and try to get an onside kick and hit a Hail Mary, but still hope. It's not over. Golden West calls their last time out of the game, so you have to just start taking shots into the end zone. Can't complete it in the field of play. If you throw the ball and you don't score, you have to get out of bounds to stop that clock. But if I'm Golden West, I'm just taking shots at the end zone from now on.
That was a 13-yard pickup, by the way, on 3rd and 1. So here they go. 13 and a half seconds left, trailing by 2 scores and a 2-point try. Velasquez, the quarterback, trips formations to the left, rolling out to his left. Game clock under 10. They'll fling it out there into double coverage, and that ball should have been intercepted, but it was 2 teammates fighting over the football. That'll be, I believe, incomplete. And it'll bring up one more play with 5.3 seconds left. Be sure to join us next week again when we are having Bullard Knights taking on the Sanger Apaches right here on the Central Valley's CW59. So Bullard and Sanger next week here on CW. You guys have had some good games this year.
Tom Flores Stadium will be packed for that one also. Yeah, it's been a very competitive year of football so far. Friday Night Rivals.
So last play of the game, 2nd down and 10 football at the 17-yard line. Back to pass, Velasquez throws into traffic. That one is picked as time runs out. Down the far side of the field, and a horse collar is going to end this game, as that was the freshman Mark Salinas with the interception. And it's going to be Porterville that's going to win this one by a final of 26-10. As Velasquez throws his 8th interception of the season. But really, I think the story of this game was time of possession. Porterville just flat out controlled the football the entire way, Cam.
Foul, horse collar, penalty is declined. That is the game.
Well, that is the game. So Golden West will fall to 4-4. That snaps their 3-game winning streak, moved to 2-1 in league play. Porterville will bounce back with a victory and move to 7-1 and 2-1 in league play.
Yeah, nice bounce back game from Porterville. I mean, came out and did everything that they wanted to do, executed at a high level, played physically. Very nice job. After losing your first game, you don't know how guys are going to respond, especially high school kids. You just don't know how guys are going to respond after losing that first game. Very, very impressive performance tonight from the Panthers.
They were shut out last week. They scored 26 points this week as they win 26-10. Porterville, the Panthers knock off Golden West and the Trailblazers. Tonight's fourth quarter was sponsored by the U.S. Army. Stay with us. We've got the postgame coming up. Porterville victorious over Golden West. This is Friday Night Rivals, presented by Les Schwab Tires. (26-10) is the final here as Porterville knocks off Golden West. It's time now for our post-game wrap. We toss it down to Kevin with the presentation of the Donald P. Dick Player of the Game.
Friday Night Rivals is walking with the victorious Panthers of Porterville! It was a quicker game, so we got all night long to celebrate. But hey, I know we got Coach Thompson here. Give it up for Coach Thompson. Coach, we talked about it at halftime, total domination of time of possession, but then Golden West came out, they responded, but then you responded right back. You respond from last week's game. Talk about your team and what it says about your squad.
It shows the grit that we have. It was a tough game versus a very good Redwood team last week. That's what we questioned. How are they going to bounce back? That was our first loss of the season, and I'm proud of the way our guys bounced back this week.
For sure. You think you bounce back? Yeah! And a part of bouncing back, of course, is our Donald P. Dick Player of the Game, otherwise known as the Mr. Cool Player of the Game, because his game is as cool as ice. The stats go something like 2 rushing TDs, 1 interception for number 21, Samuel Alcantara. Hey, Samuel, how'd y'all get it done tonight?
It was a tough challenge, but hey, the team came and we balled out.
Balled out! The hype squad balled out! The cheerleaders, the squad, congratulations, our player of the game. One more time, the Porterville Panthers! PHS! 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 Look out, Central Valley, they're coming for you!
You can see the excitement on the field as Porterville knocks off Golden West tonight, 26-10. Hi, welcome back into the booth. I'm Matt Norville. There's Ralph Wood, and you got Cam Worrell. Ralph will be back next week for the game. Next week when it's Bullard and Sanger. And this booth cam, of course, sponsored by the Institute of Technology, where careers begin. And I'll tell you what, they talked about it. Alcantara was player of the game, 2 touchdowns. He's got 7 now this season. Really, the offensive line deserves credit tonight.
100%. I mean, Pat Hill would have given it to an offensive lineman for sure because he watches those guys intently. But Alcantara, just big interception when Golden West was driving, just physical presence all night long. Garcia deserved it. Arguijo deserved it. I mean, they had a lot of players step up and play really well tonight. And you heard Coach Thompson say they didn't know how this team was going to respond. Your first loss of the season, you just don't know until you go through it. could not have been a more impressive performance from the entire team tonight on that Porterville side.
Good team win. Shutout last week, 26 points this week. It's time now for the play of the game, sponsored by Jack in the Box, home of breakfast served all day. So let's take a look at the play of the game, brought to you by Jack in the Box. And it was the block that gave points to Golden West in that first half that made this really a game when it looked like Porterville was going to run away with this.
Yeah, just the only thing Porterville couldn't do tonight is execute a kick, and nice block coming off the edge and then scoop and pick it up, get it down into Porterville territory. Nice job. That was a game-changing play because Porterville's going in, put more points on the board, and Golden West gets the ball back in plus territory. So, hey, Golden West played hard, too. They came out in the second half, really, physically dominated that third quarter just about the entire time they had the football. They're going to be tough to beat in the playoffs as well, but I was extremely impressed with Porterville tonight. Just a really statement win after their first loss of the season. And like I said, man, they're going to be tough for whoever has to face them in the playoffs.
Yeah, good showing. We saw 2 17-play drives tonight. We saw 2 drives, 9+ minutes off the clock. We saw a quick football game that we never see. But let's take a look at Golden West when you're talking about next week now. It snaps their 3-game winning streak. Now they've got to bounce back.
Yeah, they were on a roll playing good football, and then, this physical brand of football is what they want to play, and Porterville came in here and really kind of dominated the line of scrimmage, really beat them at their own game. And they have just like Porterville did this week, they're going to have to see what they are made of. The East Yosemite League is tough, man. Every single week it's competitive, so Golden West going to have to come back maybe without one of their better running backs who really took a shot. Looks like he's okay, was down on the sideline at the end of the game, but it's tough. It's tough out here for these East Yosemite League teams.
It is. Redwood leads the league, and that's who Golden West has next week. Be sure to join us next week when it's the Bullard taking on Sanger right here on the Central Valley's CW59.
Matt, great job tonight, man. Great job. It was a blast to do this game with you. You were fantastic. Well done. That was a lot of fun.
I have to thank my man Ralph Wood for passing me the cards, and good luck to you two next week. 26-10's our final. Tune in next week. It's Friday Night Rivals.